Good morning and welcome to the Spring 2016 online section of Writing Across the Media. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Joe Moore. I'll be your professor this semester and I really look forward to working with you. Reminder, this is an online section, which means it's going to be largely self-directed. That's going to require you to block out some time. It's going to require that you stay on top of your assignments, on top of your readings, that you get your assignments in on by deadline. But the thing I want you to keep in mind, I am here to help you. I have office hours Monday through Thursday, 9 to 11, and I'm blocking out Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 11 to noon as my time for writing across the media. This is the time I'll use for grading, for prepping, typically for making these videos that I will post every week to get you started into the week. Take advantage of that. Come in and see me. Come block a time out that we can visit. If you've got questions about an assignment, shoot me an email. Give me a phone call. Once you get onto Blackboard, which we'll talk about here in just a minute, you'll see my office number, which is Martin 136B. You'll have my office number, which is 543-4923. You have my email address, jhmoore@ucmo.edu. So take advantage of that. Come and see me. Yes, it's online. Yes, it's self-directed, but that doesn't mean you're on this journey alone. So make sure you take advantage of the time that we have together. Okay, this week, it's week number 1. There are 4 assignments. The first thing I want you to do is go to Blackboard. Get yourself familiar with the layout. Get yourself familiar with where the tabs are. The tabs that you need to be aware of, number 1 is the readings and the notes. There are some assigned readings from the textbook, which I'll talk to you about here in just a second. But there's also some readings that I've posted as PDFs on there. Each week has a separate folder, and so you'll be able to see within that folder what the readings are for that week. Make yourselves aware of where the assignments tab is. Each assignment that you have, I have detailed instructions on what I'm looking for, how I'll be grading it, what your responsibilities are, what the deadlines are. So make sure you look at those each week. Also go to the Grade Center. This is how you're going to be able to keep track of how you're doing in the semester, how your grades will tabulate up. So go ahead and find that, find your name, make sure that you're aware of where the Grade Center is, and check that each week, okay? And then finally, go to the syllabus. I want you to read through the syllabus. I want you to make yourself aware of what the expectations are. And then under assignments, the first tab you'll come to is a syllabus test. The syllabus is our contract. It's what I expect of you. It's what you can expect of me. I want you to go take that test so it's clear that you've gone through the syllabus. 10 questions, 10 points, should be a pretty easy 10 points for you. But once you've gone through that, I'm aware that you've looked at the syllabus, that you've made yourself aware of what the deadlines are, what the expectations are, what assignments are coming up, and our schedule. I'm going to hold you to that. I want you to hold me to it as well. Okay, and then number 2, your second assignment this week, go to the discussion board. There's a discussion post there where I want you to introduce yourself to me and to the rest of the class. Please go in there and post on that. So please do that. This is your introduction. Assignment number 3 is do the readings about interviewing and that are listed in the syllabus, and then go to the assignments tab and read about the assignment for the interview. We're hitting the ground running, folks. If you go to the readings and the course notes, that's where you'll find what the readings are for week 1. So get into readings, go to the week 1 folder, and find those readings. They're very brief, they're very easy reads, but go ahead and take a look at that about interviewing. And then go to the assignments tab and you'll find the assignment about the interviewing project. I want you to go ahead and get started on that. This assignment is due Sunday, January 24th by midnight. You can turn it in anytime earlier than that, but that's the deadline. And deadlines are going to be critical. You'll find in writing, in the media, that we're a deadline-driven business. You've got to hit those deadlines, so make sure you get that done. Okay? And number 4 is make sure you have the textbook. This is the textbook we will be using. Are there going to be tests in this class? No, there will not. Your tests are going to be in the assignments that you get virtually every week. The discussion board post will come largely from this textbook. It's a very good book, talks about all the different types of writing that we're going to be doing, okay? So make sure you have that textbook. It's going to help your progress, all right? One key thing that I want to tell you all, particularly those of you in digital cinema, it's going to feel like a lot of the assignments that we do are from a journalism perspective. You have a print news story that you're going to be doing. You have a couple of feature stories that you're going to be writing. You have a broadcast news story that you're going to be doing. Yes, a lot of it is news oriented, but the thing about it, don't think about it as news stories. Think about it as storytelling. Okay, lots of professionals who have gone on to become authors, who have gone to become screenplay writers, got their start in journalism. You may, once you start your career as a filmmaker, you may be working independently. You're going to have another job. Well, a good other job to have would be to be as a journalist. Develop those storytelling skills. Develop your research skills. Develop your planning skills, how you're going to plan to write. You'll learn about that in the first readings that we do this semester. Don't think about it as I'm doing a lot of journalism writing. Think about it as becoming a storyteller. Okay? Your topics can be anybody you want to talk to. For the interviewing assignment, talk to a fellow cinema student. For your profile piece, talk to one of our cinema professors. Something along those lines. It's not meant to try and convert everybody into reporters. I know you don't all want to be news reporters, but it is meant to develop your storytelling skills, your research skills, your planning skills, and how to craft the story. Okay, so that's what the focus is going to be on. And quite frankly, there's only a couple of assignments we can do when it comes to digital cinema writing. There are many more different variations of how we would do writing from a news perspective. So that's why it's going to seem like there's more. You will have an opportunity to write a blog in this class. I want you to be creative there. And it's been my experience that the students typically do a lot better when they come to writing the blogs because it tends to be topics you're really interested in. You have a little more freedom. There's not the restrictions of writing a screenplay or writing a cold open or writing a hard news story in the inverted pyramid format. I will still be grading you, and we're going to stress this a lot this semester on grammar, on sentence structure, on syntax, on those types of things because that's universal. Those rules are universal no matter what style of writing you're in. So for your blog, I will be grading you on that. But I want you to write about something that interests you. A couple of the best ones I had last semester, I had a student who was a foodie who liked to write about recipes and the health benefits of the different recipes. So she would research that and then write about it. I had another one who liked doing movie reviews, so that was his blog. I had a couple of people who shared their own experiences as freshmen, hoping that they would pass on some knowledge to others. Really interesting stuff, so be creative in this time, okay? All right. One last thing, a reminder, I have asked for you all to meet with me tomorrow, which is Tuesday, January 12th at 4 p.m. in Martin 134. I've heard from some of you that you can't be there. If you can, please do. We're not going to do this regularly. It's not going to be a weekly thing where we meet. I want to meet tomorrow, and I want to meet the week of finals. But I want to put a name with a face. I want you to meet me, be able to ask me some questions face to face before we get into this. Make sure that we're off on a good footing. Okay? Last semester was my first semester teaching this section online. I actually created this class several years ago. Taught it the first couple of years, hadn't taught it until, again, last semester, and last semester was the first time I taught it online. One of the things I learned from that experience was I want to put a name with a face with as many of my students as possible. So if we can't meet tomorrow, if you can't make it to that meeting tomorrow, please schedule a time during my office hours or during my writing across the media time to come in and visit with me so we can get a name with a face. I'd like to get all that done. For those of you who are on campus, who are here in Warrensburg, please, this week, either come to that meeting tomorrow or schedule a time to come in and see me. Again, my office hours are Tuesday through Thursday, 9 to 11. My writing across the media block is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 to noon. So have any questions between now and tomorrow or now the time we get to meet, please, again, feel free to call me or email me. Good luck and have a great first week.